into it, knowing the full scope of the legal ramifications, so that you always know what you're going to sue for before you get in the injury.
That's right.
Calm down.
It's partially, and I do mean partially, one of the reasons why I ended up not being able to do a massage was because I couldn't get certified because I couldn't get the grades enough to get my free schooling, which was being offered to me for free. And when I actually started running my business, really, it took a bunch of rumors to actually ruin the business. But what I found out was that all it would take was one person to fuck themselves up with nobody else sort of around, and they could turn around and say, no, it was Gord's Massage that did it. It was, then you can get sued for millions, and it's got to come out of pocket. You're fucked.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And in a niche market like that, you're just the word of mouth alone would kill your business, whether you got sued or not. One person says you fucked them up, and there goes all the rest of your business.
That's what happened, because I had the boyfriends of the girls that I was massaging were getting all pissed off and bothered because I had a couple right near the end of my career with it. I had a couple that came in, a girlfriend, she brought her boyfriend. I gave them both a treatment. Like, I was with them for like fucking 3 hours. I gave them both like an hour and a half fucking treatment. And they were both, understanding of just saying like, wow, like this guy actually does know what he's doing. But all of a sudden, the next week, all my appointments were getting canceled is because the guy didn't like the fact that I was doing it out of my house. Well, my parents' fucking basement, really.
Yeah.
And he started a rumor that I was fucking all my clients.
Oh. Oh, yeah, good to have that rumor to have it. Yeah, yes, I am. All my clients ended up just bailing out instantly, basically being like, well, if my boyfriend doesn't trust me to be with a guy because he's hooking up with other students, that I can't go to this guy because, and then boom, all of a sudden I went from 67 clients down to 2. Yeah, I just went through the same thing. My boyfriend said something that didn't happen, and I'm just out of a job. Everybody knows it didn't happen.
Pardon me.
Yeah, guys are dead. While Gord is dying, you guys should check us out on Podcoin. You get some money for listening to us. It's not a tremendous amount, but what the hell, you're going to listen anyway, you might as well get paid to do it. So, podcoin.com, check us out there. And if not, have a game at Radio Public. You don't even have to put in a password. You just click on Rick and Gord and go for it.
Sounds pretty simple.
That is available anywhere in the world, ladies and gentlemen. It doesn't matter where you are. You're never more than a click away from Rick and Gord. Take that anywhere you like.
It just sounded dirty.
Yeah, I know. I was hoping it did.
Congratulations. Oh, that's funny.
And one last thing I wanted to touch on. Fucking scientific researchers. And I use scientific very loosely here, I think.
Okay.
Researchers have discovered, brace yourself, that obesity rates are lower in countries where rice is the staple food. No! Are you fucking kidding? Who paid these people to research? If you eat a lot of rice, you don't get fat. They're just releasing this groundbreaking, revolutionary concept.
Oh my God.
There's definitely a link between eating a lot of rice and not being obese. Well, thank you. Oh my God. This is a study conducted. Well, I figured it's going to be
countries that have high starvation rates are lower on the fucking weight chain too. I mean, like, come on.
Researchers have determined that traffic congestion is higher when there's more cars on the road.
Yeah, exactly.
Thanks, guys. Later they will prove that we breathe better in places where there's air.
Right. And I'm really looking forward to that report coming out because it's getting real difficult to hold my breath.
That is ridiculous, and I couldn't believe that was like a breaking news article. Who wrote that article, by the way? Who's following these researchers?
It is breaking news, but it just breaks my fucking head. That's all.
Oh, like, I want this job. Whoever is paying these people, like, some sort of grant to study this, like, they went to Japan and figured out Japanese people aren't getting fat. That's, and maybe there's a link to their diet. Holy fuck, stop the presses.
Did you know that if you eat fish, lots of vegetables, and rice, you won't gain as much weight?
Oh, wow.
I had no idea. Thank you.
Thank you for clearing that up for me.
Fucking idiot.
I just can't believe that was a thing I read. It just, I howled at that. Just, I want this job. This could be a day job for when we're not podcasting. This kind of research should be what we study for a living. I would love to get paid to study things like this.
Did you know, Eric, that cemeteries are some of the quietest places?
I can imagine.
45 scientists did a 10-year study and determined after $43 trillion was spent that if you actually go to a cemetery, it's quieter than anywhere else.
It's you didn't mention nightclub right there? No, it was dead. Stupid.
You know, my first management position was working here, eh?
Yeah, it's I guess so.
Yeah, because I had a lot of people working. I had a lot of people under me.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
That's terrible.
I love it. We could. I don't know.
I'm not sure. Do I have to? You know what? Fuck it. I might as well throw out the fucking worst cemetery joke of all cemetery jokes.
Do
you know why that there's always a fence around a cemetery?
No, I don't.
Because people are dying to get in.
Oh, that is cold.
Isn't that terrible?
I love it. I love those kind of jokes. I'm sorry.
That's a dad joke if there ever was one.
I love it. We should do a show of just our favorite jokes.
Oh,
that's right. Man. I love bad jokes like that.
Can I tell you my all-time favorite?
Sure. We'll exchange all-time favorites before. There's one more topic before the end of the night.
Okay. My all-time favorite, the knock-knock joke.
I think I know it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure everybody knows it. Knock-knock.
Who's there?
Interrupting cow.
Interrupting cow. I love it.
First time I heard that, I swear to God, I must have, I laughed with tears, and it wouldn't stop for like an hour. Like, I just couldn't stop fucking laughing.
You know what my favorite one is? Hey, buddy, you're knock-knock. Hey, let's tell knock-knock jokes. And you go, yeah, okay. And okay, you go first.
Okay. Knock-knock.
And you don't have one ready. I don't fucking know. It's your thing.
You started this. What the fuck?
Let's have knock-knock jokes. You answer, okay, knock-knock. And they go, who's there? Yeah. Okay. Yeah? They don't know.
You're glad I didn't say banana?
Yeah,
wait, there's more to that joke.
Well, it's my all-time favorite joke. 2 muffins are sitting in the oven. One turns to the other one and goes, man, it's hot in here. And the other one goes, holy shit, a talking muffin.
Love it. That's so good. Holy shit, it's a talking muffin. No, I wonder if he was just as surprised when he discovered that he spoke.
Probably.
Well, one of those other questions, burning questions we need to know.
Maybe neither of them were speaking. They were just both baked.
See what you did there? Yes, you brought in the cooking term.
That's good stuff. There's one last scientist I gotta mention. I think he might have worked with the other one. He's definitely in the same, if not the same department, the same company. A British scientist suggested that a maggot sausage is a perfect logical alternative to meat.
What?
If you were to make it, it's healthy, it's got the same protein, it's eat a maggot sausage, and it's just as good as meat, and you know, it's replenishable, and it doesn't involve killing animals, and you can just go ahead and eat a maggot sausage, and you'd be just perfectly, yeah, no! Yeah, no, I don't know. I don't
No.
Am I a fucking gecko? No.
I could probably eat my own shit and be okay. I'm not going to do it. It's not a perfect alternative. It's fucking maggots.
Like, what do you pan fry them with a little bit of Montreal steak spice? Like, I mean, how does that?
I don't know, but it's just like, yes, maybe some things are possible, but they're not fucking alternatives.
No.
You could drive your car with your feet. That doesn't make it a good fucking idea.
There is this no-armed woman who drives with her feet and does a good job of it.
I'm sure there is. I'm sure there's plenty of people who eat maggots. I am not going to partake, ever.
Well, they're probably much skinnier than both of us.
This is in countries where they don't have rice, I guess.
Yeah, exactly.
Never is maggots acceptable. That's never an answer for anything. Like, it took me a long time to even get on board with the whole leeches thing. I was never completely on board with that, you know, they're using leeches for medicine. It works. I mean, it's proven, and it's still gross to me. But maggots, never in any scenario are maggots the answer.
There is one. If you have a thing, like, whether it's like, usually it's like an accident or an infection, but you've got, like, your skin is, like, basically, like, rotted.
Yeah, well, yeah, I've heard that, yeah.
Maggot. And it works amazingly well. And the people who get it done are, like, literally, they're really fucking stunned by how well it actually works.
No, not if I'm conscious. Not if I'm conscious. Absolutely. If I'm unconscious and you need to do that, definitely, whatever it takes. Just don't ever tell me.
Yeah, and just keep me unconscious.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't want to know what you've done to me. And if I'm just miraculously cured, just be like, I don't know, Jesus did it. I'll accept that more than if you tell me you put maggots on me while I was sleeping. That's fucked up.
You know, I always loved there's a wave in some state in the U.S. I don't know which one it was. And some town, there was, in this one particular hospital, they were having a rash of a lot of people that had come out of surgery and said that they had, like, visited heaven, they'd seen the light, and they heard the voice of God. And a lot of people who were not religious at all, I know for a fact one of them was an atheist. And they were having these experiences after coming out of surgery and shit. And they ended up finding out later that it was because two of the fucking workers, like the janitors, were going into people's room where people were unconscious, putting flashlights in front of their eyes, and they're whispering fucking religious shit in their ear to imitate God.
That would have been my first. Yeah, I can't believe that doesn't happen more often, actually.
Yeah, I agree.
That's a sick thing to do to people, though. Like, actually, religious people, that's just mean.
I don't know, it's funny.
It's funny, but it's mean.
You know, worst case scenario, you turn a person whose life was kind of fucked up and you made them religious and they ended up becoming a better human being because of it.
I guess so.
You know, sure, it's a nice way to get numbers, but, I mean, wow, just talk about going against what God stands for.
they wake up and they're suddenly a religious zealot and they all believe women should be subservient and slavery is a good thing, and if you have a flat nose, you're not going to heaven.
Yeah.
That could be bad.
Oh, that's fucking funny. People are just impressive sometimes, I tell you.
I said that to a flat earth discussion group, and I got back a very eager woman named Teresa. Well, thank you for your response. Everything I say on your site's rhetorical. I don't need you to answer. But I appreciate it.
I appreciate your stupidity.
Very eager to describe how subservient she is to her husband and how that works for them, and that's the way it should be. And it was so icky. By the time I was done reading, I'm like, oh, I felt bad for her. Yeah, she was all just fucking brainwashed into that just being a good idea.
Well, I mean,
and then that's why
the relationship is going to work when one person is completely subservient to the other to the extent, because that gives that person that power and that you know, you can do it. The other person's always just going to agree and just say, okay, you know, as long as that subservient stays subservient, Of course the relationship's going to work.
But she shouldn't have to be, just because she's a woman.
Yeah.
Yes, if it's that's your dynamic, that's fine. And I was definitely